Nickelodeon's brand new show,
Rock, paper, scissors!
the game has changed.
We don't even care about being cool.
With the biggest names in comedy.
I know I look old, but I was freaking out all day.
Is that scissors enough for you? What is this show?
What did you say?
Let the nightmares begin.
That was weird.
Rock, Paper, Scissors, a brand new show, Monday, February 12th on Nickelodeon.
Hi, everybody. What's going on? Good morning.
Oh, poor Thomas, like Mike Wazowski in Monsters, Inc. I'm on the cover of a magazine.
Well, good morning, everybody. And thanks for joining me to talk about Rock, Paper, Scissors on Nickelodeon.
Good morning.
You know, I've watched about 3 episodes. Man, is this funny. You guys, I just love how funny this is. And, you know, it's a story about 3 best friends and roommates. Who wants to speak about how they get along?
I think I'd love to. Yeah, it's exactly as you say. They're 3 roommates who struggle together to pay their rent, to find love in the case of Paper, to find acceptance of himself in the case of Scissors. And then for me, I'm perfect and just really need to have the world figure that out.
Oh, okay. That's how that works.
Yeah, I think Scissors would say, it's not about getting along. It's about me putting up with 2 roommates to help me pay my rent so my life is better.
And Ron, you voice Rock. He can get very emotional at times, can he?
Rock can get very emotional. He's in touch with his emotions. He's a modern day man, I think. You know, he's not the type that says that he can't be hurt. He can certainly be hurt, and he shows it when he is. In many ways, I model Rock after my toddler, in the way that he can go from being excited to sad to falling on his face crying to happy again within 30 seconds. And I just try to embody that in Rock.
And Thomas, you know, Paper has dreams of becoming an inventor. And he's considered the smart one of the group, isn't he?
I think he's considered the smart one of the group only by himself. So I think Paper considers Paper to be the smart one of the group, even though there's really no evidence that Paper is the smart one of the group. In fact, there's probably evidence to the contrary, that through the number of things that Paper builds that either explode or force the roommates to travel through time against their will, things like that. But it's fun to play these roles. It's fun to play these roles. I think for the 3 of us, because we also happen to be very good friends and have been for a long time. So it's I hope you feel that. Well, I know you feel that because you're right now squeezed into the apartment with us, which is a great spot to be in.
I just feel Scissors is like the instigator, but if it wasn't for him, the other roommates would never leave their room.
I'm the spark.
Yes.
I like the word spark over instigator because these guys need to get going in the morning. I've got plans and they need to be in them so I can stay in here. Yeah, he really is the motivator, the juice, the guy that really he needs something to happen in his life. I think that Paper would be content sitting in a dark room just trying to invent something all day. Rock would just be looking at his glutes going, aren't I handsome? And Scissors like, we got to do more than this, guys. We got to get out with pencil. We got to go on an adventure. Let's go, go, go. And so he really needs those people his 2 roommates to fulfill his own life dreams. Well, that shirt is a total Scissors shirt, by the way.
I know,
that, that would be mine.
I knew that Scissors would wear something like that. That's why I wore it today. And Ron, I know that in animation, you record these your characters separately, but did you guys have a chance to record together for this series?
We did on occasion. Absolutely, we did. There were a lot of episodes, so the majority of them were apart. But when our schedules allowed and we were in the same area, we would record together, and it brings out a different type of rhythm to it for us to be able to play off each other, to improvise a little bit more. But overall, I think whether we were apart or together, there's such a rhythm to the show and such a familiarity between the 3 of us that it feels like we're hanging out no matter what.
Yeah.
And Tom, yes, go ahead.
The scripts are, but also the show is cut together with a really high level of comedy timing, just in my humble opinion, so that I've never not, sometimes you'll see a script and you're like, oh, I hope this turns out okay. but these shows really cook, and they really have a beautiful comedy timing to them that I'm not embarrassed to watch them with my 14-year-old even. You know?
Well, I'm saying I love how the comedy appeals to children and adults as well. Did you guys notice that humor? Did it come through in the script?
Yeah, straight off. Even in the pilot, they had some fantastic dreams in the pilot where they would try to, figure out ways to still live in the apartment. They got a shark as a roommate. It filled with water, and the next thing you know, they're doing a show on Broadway. And so you're like, yeah, this is so irreverent, and this is going to be the style of the show. It will have that mass appeal because it's just goofy and smart.
I must say the boat story was just one of the most amazing episodes and stories I've ever heard. I mean, I think that has a real chance to really go into Broadway, the boat story.
Yeah, well, I'm sitting on a boat, just da-da-da.
And finally today, oh my guys, I had so much fun with this
Sitting on
show.
a boat trying to find my dad.
And finally today, how does a voice director for an animated series, how does that differ from a live action director? Who wants to speak to that?
Ooh.
Well, I mean, I would just speak that our voice director was amazing and that they were able to sometimes I think the main difference is that when you're doing a lot of live acting, it's sometimes easier to ground yourself in a circumstance because you can see what's going around you. If you're working at a fashion show, you see models around you, you see other things, you can kind of get it better. When you're doing some of the things that we do while in a booth, you can kind of miss the mark of what are your emotions supposed to be if you're supposed to be fighting out in space or time traveling like we do. And to have a voice director who can kind of ground us and let us know where we're supposed to be aiming a little bit better and show us the rhythm of it is amazing. And it was a blessing to have.
Well, gentlemen, congratulations on a great show. I think I found my new favorite, and especially when I'm just like feeling down the dumps or a long day at work, I'm gonna just put on one of these episodes because they're fantastic. So
Wonderful.
thank you all for joining me today, and come visit us in Las Vegas soon. We'd love to have all three of you.
We love
Absolutely. Bavette Steakhouse.
Yeah, let me live in the
it.
sphere.
Lean over a little bit. Lean,
Oh,
lean
I
a
gotta
little
show
bit.
paper. There's paper. Okay.
There we go. There's paper. There's paper.
Give him his
Way to go,
props. Thanks, gentlemen. Good luck with the show. Let's talk again soon.
Thank you. Have a great day.